Alrighty, fellas, it's another beautiful good morning to play some PokeMMO. How are we doing today, fellas? Welcome to the PokeMMO stream recap, your daily source of tips, tricks, information, and what's happening inside the PokeMMO space. Let's go ahead and jump into our main topics of today over on the forums. This is on the PokeMMO forums. If you want to read through this stuff, you can do it at your own pace as well. It is always publicly available over on the PokeMMO forums. I like to try to present it to you guys in a sort of I go through things and I kind of whittle down what I think is proper information, important information, and try to show it to you guys and talk about it. It's sort of a stream recap, one might call it, a PokeMMO recap. All right, let's jump into it. We have a shiny Haxorus catch event coming up on the 18th of August. If you're not familiar with catch events, I have videos on my channel going over how to enter them, how to submit your Pokemon, and just every guide towards catch events. Monday the 18th of August at 8 a.m. ET. Now this is a good sign, hopefully, because hopefully this is an event that I probably can't make it to. 8 a.m. is quite early for a gamer, okay? However, this hopefully means that other players can make this, and I honestly don't see enough catch events that I can't make. The way that I try to think about it is every catch event that I can't make, it means someone else can. And that means like they haven't been able to make the, I see a lot of 2 p.m., a lot of noon ET catch events in my time zone. I'm very fortunate. Catch events happen in my time zone at very lucky times for me a lot of the time. I've seen people like in like Australia. I don't know the exact time zones, but I feel like Australia is one of the ones that gets boned the most, for lack of a better word, because most catch events are happening 2 a.m., 4 a.m. for them. You shouldn't be expected to wake up in the middle of the night for a catch event. That's crazy. So I'm hoping that an 8 a.m. catch event is a better time for other regions that don't normally have a great time. That's what I'm hoping for, okay? So we're going to hope that's the case. If it's like 8 p.m., 10 p.m., that's something, right? It's going to be at Guidance Chamber over in Unova. You can catch Axew, Boldore, and Woobat. Nature bonuses are +5 for admin, -5 for modest. And then the prize is a gift, shiny Haxorus. Gift Pokemon cannot be traded or bred. Someone asked that recently. It was a great question to double check on if you're new. Your choice of nature, 2 moves, 3 selectable IVs. You could go 31 attack, 31 speed, and then either 31 attack or 31 HP. Then 3 times 28 in the other IVs, and then 1,000 reward points. Right now is the best time to win free RP, okay? If you want to win free RP ever, right now is the best time to do so because of the event season is on the horizon. That's when RP sometimes can go up in price, but really you'll have more RP items and more RP to spend, more limited vanities and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for this catch event on the 18th. Next up, we have a lot of time to prep for this one. Sunday the 24th of August 2025 at 1 p.m. ET. Can you reject the gift Pokemon? I don't know. I guess would be like, don't play the catch event? That's an interesting question. I don't know if it's ever popped up. Anyways, 24th of August, 1 p.m. ET, Route 119 in Hoenn, we have ourselves a Tropius catch event. This is a really good catch event, really good shiny prize. Tropius is a really difficult shiny hunt, fellas. This is a really good one to knock out. Tropius +6, Kecleon +4, Phoebus is neutral, Bold +5 for nature bonus, Modest +3, and then we also have, obviously, the shiny Tropius prize. Typical IVs, typical nature stuff, +1,000 RP, and then second, third, and fourth place also get some RP. Okay. Now, we have some suggestion box stuff, some trade corner stuff, other parts of the Pokemon forums that aren't just official upcoming catch events, but they're probably about 3 or 4 catch events every week, okay? Next up, we have someone just selling some of their old Pokemon. I thought this would be cool to show whether you're interested in buying some of these old Pokemon, maybe you have some old Pokemon to sell, or maybe you're just curious in what is collectible in PokeMMO. People ask me all the time, why are 2012 Pokemon valuable, Patrouski? And I compare it to base set Pokemon cards. 2012 Pokemon needed to have survived in good conditions, similar to trading cards, right? They had to have not been bred out of the game. If you breed a Pokemon, it consumes it and deletes it, right? They had to have not been bred out of the game. They need to not be on a banned account, and they need to be on a player who honestly played at the time. PokeMMO was only out for 6 months in 2012. Very few people knew it even existed. I didn't know it existed in 2012. I didn't start playing until 2013, right? I was a little late, and I've been here for a very, very long time. To find out about the game in 2012, to catch the Pokemon, to never breed it later on in later generations, never consume it, and then also to not be on a dead account. Most people who played in 2012 never came back to the game. To come back to the game when you played in 2012 and actually be willing to sell it. There's so many things that come. There's so many like what if that have to stars aligned to make 2012s hit the market. But this guy has 3 2012s, a Steelix, a Geodude, a Gyarados, and then I love these 2013s, man. He's got 2 Charmanders, 2 Charizards, a Blastoise. I love retro collecting like this, old Pokemon collecting. Epoch on YouTube does a ton of collecting like this. I have a collection myself. You got a Snorlax here, a Shuckle, 2 Executors. The Safari ones are really cool and were difficult catches. Chanseys, Kangaskhan, Mr. Mime was a niche one. That was like a tradable. 2 Hitmonlees. A lot of these mons are very cool. So I thought I'd just basically show off this guy's collection. And just if you want to buy some old Pokemon, check it out. If you want to sell some old Pokemon, he's got a 2014 Shiny. That's cool. I think stuff like this is really neat. I love old Pokemon collections like this. I wanted to show that off. Next up, okay. This is an interesting forum post, and this person did actually go and talk to me about it, and I've already shared my thoughts with them, but I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys, and then also offer an alternative solution. I think it's important, if you're gonna like shoot down someone's idea, which feels really mean, you want to hopefully offer something else or be charitable and be, okay, you said this, but I personally don't think that could work. Feel free to, you know, disagree, but what if we did this instead, sort of situation. Okay, so he made a post saying, PvP hats are too hard to get for shiny hunters, right? And if you know me, you might immediately know that's okay. Like, I don't think shiny hunters need to be able to get PvP hats as a shiny hunter, right? That kind of defeats the whole purpose. There's supposed to be a reward for people who are good at PvP and play a lot of PvP. The person's post basically goes on to say, please make hats for PvP buyable with BP. I've been trying to get the same hat for a while, and I get that. But I think it's okay to, number one, not be able to have things. I think that's okay. And number two, have to earn them via very specific things. Not everything, but like endgame things like PvP hats, right? If someone was like, hey, it's really hard to make Pokeyen, well, wait a minute, that's a big problem, right? Because you need Pokeyen to do other things. If someone was like, hey, it's really hard for me to get this endgame PvP exclusive vanity that very few people get, well, yeah, that's okay. That should be hard, right? It's a question of what should be and what should be really difficult, what should be endgame, what shouldn't be, right? Anyways, there's been a conversation here, and so Usopp actually came in, who's a member of my community, and said maybe they can have hats for finding certain number of OT shinies in the season. For example, the Dunsparce hat could be 2 OT shinies, Sylveon hat 4 shinies, etc. So I don't like the idea. I don't want people to don't give away, at least my opinion, I don't want you to give away PvP hat rewards to shiny hunters for shinies. However, if we want to do totally new vanities, I love the idea of this. If you want to do totally new vanities, which would be a lot of work from the devs, to be fair, totally new vanities where you're giving away certain vanities hats. If we have PvP hats, let's do a totally separate thing and do like shiny hunting hats, right? That's really interesting. I'm down for that, but I wouldn't want PvP hats to be devalued, and I wouldn't want to give away PvP hats to shiny hunters. They're PvP hats for a reason, in my personal opinion. And they should stay that way as a non-PvPer, right? But I think there's an interesting idea here of, okay, what if we had some sort of shiny hunting system? What if we had some sort of system similar to matchmaking sign-up, some sort of little shiny hunting rewards, where every shiny you got, you would get a small reward or a small thing, and you could work your way up to a hat. I think that'd be really neat. Or just like someone said in chat, some sort of cape or hat where if you get like 10 OT shinies, 20, 10, 25, 50, 100 like big checkpoints of OT shinies, it'd be cool to have different capes or different hats for that. I would love to have like veteran capes as well. Obviously, I'm biased on this. I've been playing Pokemon for so long. I love the idea of like 5-year, 10-year veteran capes. Like, that sounds very cool to me. Anyways, that's the last forum post I want to cover today. There is one more thing that I want to cover that I think is one of the coolest data sets we've ever seen in Pokemon. It literally blew me away, but we're gonna do that here in 1 second. Alrighty, fellas, yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and today I get to share with you guys some of the coolest, most insane data sets that I've ever seen within PokeMMO. This is the best of the best, the top of the top, what it takes to be one of the best shiny hunting teams in PokeMMO Shiny Wars, okay? If you want to be in the Super Bowl, the winner of the Super Bowl of PokeMMO Shiny Hunting, this is the numbers you might have to shoot for. These numbers are fucking insane. They literally make my brain explode. Let's go over a few of them. These are numbers from Spheal Team 7. Shout out to them for sharing these. Spheal Team 7, actually logging and cataloging and tracking all of this is insane. They put in, as a team, 30 people, 30 players, by the way, 12.2 thousand hours in 28 days. That's 12,200 divided by 30. That's an average of that is an average of 406 hours per player. That's an average? That is an average. Oh, yeah, it is 29 players. You're right, because someone got... Wow. That's every single person on their team was averaging over 100 hours a week. Most people in their entire life will never work 100 hours in a week. They were averaging 100 hours a week for a month. That's... I can't express... As someone who's done that, it's insane. It is life-changing levels of, like, commit. It's insane. It sounds silly for just shiny hunting, quote-unquote. But no matter what you're working for, you're working hard. It's insane. That's so crazy. Yeah, 400... Okay, wow, ironically. Each player averaged 420 hours within the month. This is ridiculous. Anyways, okay. That's crazy. Are they all unemployed? Nope. Most people, if I recall, most people in Field Team 7 work. They're just playing... Either work from home or they're playing on their tablets or devices. As someone who's been involved in many MMO grinding spaces, most people work. It's not the privilege of, oh, everybody's unemployed, lol. They're just putting in more effort and more work. They just want it more than most other. That's what it is, you know. It's the same with anything else. Same with the NBA. Same with the NFL. These are just people who work hard. It's not like you start victimizing yourself. You're like, oh, they can do it because blah blah blah, but I can't. Like, no, you can do it too. You got to just put in the work. Okay, let's get to it. 429, 60. Okay, anyways, we're gonna do... What the fuck are the odds? 8.1 million total encounters. 8.1 million total encounters. Almost 350 total shinies. 30 egg shinies. I think these numbers are pretty interesting. 30 egg shinies. That is over 1 egg shiny a day on average. 705,000 total eggs. What? 705,000 total eggs with an average shiny rate. They calculate actually down the bottom. Average egg rate of 23,500. That's lucky. That's good. Obviously, you had the boost, and everybody in this event is popping shiny charm and donor status, which brings us to, yes, someone might have noticed, 8.8 billion Pokeyen was spent. I know Field Team 7 members who are in debt after this event. There are people who owe people hundreds of millions of Pokeyen that they're going to have to pay them back over the next following months. This is one of the craziest numbers in my opinion. 5.8 thousand shiny charms. I've popped shiny charms. I can't fathom this. I don't know if I've probably popped in my lifetime maybe 100 to 300 shiny charms. I can't fathom 5.8k is a number that is just hard to... maybe less than a... It's just, that's a crazy. 5.5, almost 6,000 shiny charms is crazy. Wild. I mean, they were popping shiny charms for almost half of the war, right? Because it's yeah. I believe that's the math, correct? Like 190 a day. That's insane. It's so wild. 8.8 billion Pokeyen. That's 1.8 billion yen just on charms. Team shiny average of 23.2k, which is very good for the event. Obviously, everybody popping charms and donor status. Total fossils, 80k fossils done. Total alphas, 61k alphas. The alphas is also... This is like 4 billion Pokeyen of alphas. That's actually the disgusting number. People don't realize how expensive alphas are to rebreed. That's probably 2 to 4 bill in alphas. Mysterious Ball is 2.6k. And then we even have the player breakdown, which I think is really beautiful. And when you look at this, some people would use a chart like this to like downplay the person who did the worst or whatever. The person who did the worst in Field Team 7 is literally still better than 99.99999999999% of shunters. Like, the worst Field Team 7 member is still like top 30 best shunter in the game. Like, that's what's so crazy. Okay, but look at shiny with the total shiny numbers. This website has so much information. They did such an amazing job putting this together, dude. Shiny Carp with 24 total shinies. Mistake with 20. Essence with 20. I'm not going to go over each and every one, but it's so beautiful to see. We can go ahead and do total hours played. Clue had 484 hours played. For reference, that is an average of 17 hours a day for 28 days. 17 hours a day for 28 days, if my math is correct. Chicken with 483 hours. Kuroshi with 479. Mistake, 478. Pookie, 466. Bong 462, Warwick 455, Charizard 453. Just insane. The fact that we don't get below 400 hours until totes, this is disgusting. The fact that this many people... I've played RuneScape. I've played RuneScape competitions. This is even crazier than that, I feel like. The fact that this many people did over 100 hours per week for a month is crazy. This is insane. This is wild. All right. We have more charts and dot plots. I'm gonna go through over some few more things. Let's go over like shiny charms popped. Clue, the person with the most hours also spent some of the most charms. I think that's interesting. Total encounters. Mistake. 451,000. Bro was cranking. It's also interesting. Clue had some of the least amount of encounters, but most hours. So he was doing, like, you can tell with the methods. He was doing eggs and chalfas and rare shunts, right? Egg shinies we can see. Effie Brook with 4. Essence with 4. 4 egg shinies in a month. One egg shiny. Clue with no egg shinies. The poor king put in so much. That's like always what stands out to me. This king put in so much effort. I'm gonna link this website. He put in so much effort and didn't get an egg shiny. This is like what's fucking... It's so sad, man. And that's the reality of Shiny Wars. I've done Shiny Wars playing 16 hours a day and getting nothing. It happens, dude. Karoshi with the most total eggs. 41,000. How many egg shinies did Karoshi end up with? 0. a big fat 0, dude. What the fuck? Like, PokeMMO is cruel, man. The RNG is a cruel beast. 41, almost 42,000 eggs. The most eggs done. 0 egg shinies. Oh, man. Effie Burke with the 3rd most is cool to see. It's crazy, man. It's beautiful. It's crazy. It's wild. What else? Money spent. King spent 1.1 billion Pokeyen. Clue's got to be up there. Clue spent almost a billion. Basically a billion. Kiwi was 650 mil, Warwick 624 mil. Disgusting amounts of Pokeyen. 300 mil. Shiny average. Let's see who has the lowest. Essence with the lowest shiny average. Essence had 10.5k. Insane. Insane. Where's Karoshi? Karoshi, one of the unluckiest shunners, the driest shiny streak. If you don't know, Karoshi is the player who went 475,000 encounters dry and has the driest shiny streak in Pokemon history. That's been all but confirmed. I think it was confirmed by the devs, I believe. May not be 100% true. Take it with a grain of salt. But they talked to the devs about it. I remember that. Cal Duncan with a shiny average rate of 440k. My heart goes out to you. I've been there, dude. Kiwi. My heart goes out to the dry shunters. Even going like 33k, when you go 33k average, well, the thing is, when you go like 30k average with donor status, with shiny charm, with the 10% boost throughout the war, and you're playing hundreds of hours a week, it's, oh my god, you shouldn't be, your shiny rate should be like 1 in 22k or 1 in 23k. So to be like 7k over for hundreds of hours is really painful. Really, really painful. Okay. I think that's a lot of the, if you have any other questions about the numbers, that's a lot of the more interesting numbers I want to cover. Anything else we can cover? Here's some more like little player performance cards. This is really cool to go over like each individual play. They give them like little fucking sports cards, dude. They put so much effort into this website. It's so good. It's so good, dude. It's so beautiful. All right, we got Essence over here, 20 total shinies. Shiny Carp, 24 shinies. The average rates. Look at Mistake with 20 total shinies, but 22k shiny average versus these guys with the 10ks. That stands out. That's cool to see. 478 hours played, 342, 419. Effie Burke, 438. Insane hours, dude. Oh my goodness. If you want to see all this in detail, though, the link will be in the description. There's so much to cover here. So much mind-blowing data. Yeah, the team average, I think, ends up being pretty normal. I think it's a really interesting data point. People say, oh, Shiny Wars is just RNG or whatever. 23k being the average egg rate and average shiny average makes sense with shiny charms and donor statuses and the 10% boost. You could get your shiny rate as low as like 1 in 21k, right? Something like that. Maybe even 1 in 19k during the shiny war. You could get it really, really low for wild. The egg is like slightly lucky, I believe. Or no, don't get your shiny rate down to, was it 1 in 24,300? So the eggs might be slightly lucky. About like 700 encounters average. But this is a little unlucky based on charms and donor status, I guess, popped. But it could be about right. So RNG looks to be about right. Yeah, this is crazy. I thank you. Shout out to Team Mr. Or sorry, Team Sfeel and Team Mr. a lot of people in Team Star are in Team Spiel. There's also a lot of amazing shunners that aren't in Team Star that are also in Team Spiel that deserve that separate recognition. Shout out to all you guys for all of your work, for showing us what's possible with shiny hunting, and just for collecting all this data. This is one of the coolest data I've ever seen. It's the 8.8 billion Pokeyen, the total encounters, the hours that all just blow me away. This is just dedication, blood, sweat, and tears at its finest. If you don't understand it, I totally get it, but hopefully you can understand passion, because this is just pure passion, people doing what they love, and I think that's what life's all about. So shout out to them. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like the video, dislike if not, subscribe to the channel for daily Pokemon videos every single day, follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday, and if you want to go above and beyond, support the content, use memberships, Twitch, blah, 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 you guys know the drill. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace, Arena. No shot, dude. This guy linked me. This is insane. This guy linked me a Pokemon Flex. Okay, the name. The Wild 6x31 Alpha. Fuck, man. That's insane. Not as crazy as a Wild, not to like downplay it, not as crazy as a 6x31, you know, Wild, but still really, 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 really insane. Really, 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 really insane. Level 69. Okay, shut up. No EVs. That is a crazy Pokemon to exist. Insane catch. Like, I don't know if I'll probably never catch one of these my entire Pokemon career, and I'll play for a long time, you know? That's insane. Congratulations, dude. That is a beautiful catch to flex. Why is this big brother and small brother so cute? Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Both these two guys, both shiny hunting ditto here. That's adorable. Genius. I hope they're friends. All right, fellas, I've been live for 5 hours now. That's kind of crazy. I dropped connection a few times, but I have been live for 5 hours. I think it's a good place to go ahead and call. We did a lot of progress today, a lot of fun. PvP felt way better today on the Iron Man account. If you guys want to catch streams like this live, check me out Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET on Twitch usually, and sometimes on the weekends for catch events, but not as often nowadays. I will see you guys later. Like the stream if you enjoyed it, dislike if not. Subscribe to me on YouTube for daily Pokemon videos. I do upload every single day. Follow me on Twitch, we already said that. Discord down below, and if you want to go above me on it, support the content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, PayPal and Venmo, and Factor is the best way to support the stream if you want to get some awesome food at a 50% off discount. Hard to go wrong, and it supports me. It's better than just giving me money. It's literally the best way to support me. They're super generous, great company, great food. Check them out. Link should be in the description. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow for the final stream of the week for Thursday. It's been a good week, fellas. Thanks for joining me every day on my Pokemon journey. The journey continues. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, Reno. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here, and I wanted to take this time to say thank you to everyone who goes above and beyond and supports my channel. Your names are all listed here. You make it possible for me to make helpful and mildly entertaining content for the game that I love and make it available for free for everyone to enjoy. Thank you so much for allowing me to even be here.